Hi, this is Narendra Bandabe. I'm a Director Media and PR with Amity University, Mumbai, and uh, it is my pleasure to introduce Purnima Suryavamshi. She is good friend of mine and former principal correspondent Zee News. We worked together at the Zee News, and from 2002 to 2010, and she started her career as a trainer with Google News Initiative from 2018. She's doing fantastic job for fact checking thing. And now I request Nima John, HOI ASCO, to formally start the program.
Thank you, Naren sir. And I would like to welcome Ms. Purnima Suryavanshi on behalf of Amity University. Purnima, welcome.
Thank you so much.
It's a great pleasure to have you here, in order to discuss the impact of fake news and misinformation. And we are hoping that this entire process and training program, that Google initiative that has been taken here, the session would help and enable students to identify the fundamental problems and analyze them and question the veracity of the facts, that lie under the domain of fake news. And I also hope that the students are able to understand the psychological impulse behind, the entire process of forwarding information and the entire, the black spot that has been created because of fake news. Looking forward, dear students, the entire process of journalism is basically based on truth and trust. And there needs to be a correlation between the truth and trust in journalism. And Google has taken that initiative, and we are here to experience that. We are here to understand the information disorder. We are here to understand how the misinformation is being spread. What are the areas? How do we literate ourselves into media information and combat disinformation and misinformation? How do we do fact checking? How do we, do verification and understand the challenges of new age journalism? And very well, we have Ms. Purnima Suryavanshi with us. I wish you all the best, Purnima, and I hope that the session is extremely good for all the students and faculties. We all are looking forward. I wish you all the best. We should go ahead with the training program now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nima and Narendra, for the kind introduction. And I'm equally excited. I share your emotions here. I share the excitement with you guys. Being at Amity University is always exciting. We've done a couple of trainings in the past with Amity, but not in Mumbai, I guess. So I look forward to this session myself, because at the end of the session, I'll be so glad to call all of you here who are participating the verification ninjas of Google. This is what we call all the people who are being trained under this program in India that has commenced since 2018. So I'll really request you guys to have your notepads handy, because I'm going to give you a lot of tools and tips, so that at the end of the day, I'm sure you're going to feel like you're some kind of, a raw agent or a detective or something like that. That exciting, that this is the excitement that this session offers. So let me go ahead and share my screen and we can start. Yep. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, brilliant. So yeah, 5, 10, 20 years ago, I could have never imagined, or none of us could have ever imagined, that there would come a day where we would need to hone our skills to fact check and identify fake news. This was something that was a very, very something that we never thought we would have to come along to support the fourth pillar of democracy. Something that just doesn't pertain to journalists or journalism students or media professionals. This joke comes to my mind that was doing rounds when COVID hit, which says, our ancestors fought the war to save the world. And today we are saving the world by staying at home and washing hands. So, in a similar way, to guard the sanity of the fourth pillar of our democracy, a basic media literacy is a must today. Now, here are some startling, details, especially to combat the ever-increasing tide of fake news with which the entire world is grappling, where India ranks #1 in fake news production in the world, according to a recent survey. British writer Hilary Mantel has put it rightly. She says, it's the absence of fact that frightens people, the gap you open into which they pour their fears, fantasies, desires. Facts are important as bare necessities today. Let me explain. All right, here's a quick look at some bare necessities that has changed over the decades. Till 80s, it was only roti, kapda, makan. Come 2000s, it's become roti, kapda, makan or internet. And since 2018, it's roti, kapda, makan, internet or facts. So this is the fact of life today. We fall for misinformation day in, day out, but not to worry. All you guys here who are joining us in this fight against fake news, I'm sure you guys are going to take this training forward into not just your curriculum and beyond that into your family, friend circles, and community. All right, so I'm very delighted to have you all today to help you train, become fact checkers, truth warriors, and verification ninjas. As I told you, you guys are going to be. This is the agenda for the day. We're going to, going to look at quick introduction to Google News Initiative Network, understand some broad types of misinformation and disinformation with interesting case studies. It's not going to be boring. We are going to spend some good time understanding tools to verify, like I said, photos and videos, followed by tools and strategies to monitor social media. And we conclude with interesting tools to verify information using geolocations. We'll have a Q&A at the end of the session. And a reminder again to Narendra that we will need to fill in participants' feedback form, which will help Google track the number of verification ninjas in the country trained by Google News Initiative Network. All right, here we go. So the Google News Initiative Network training is an initiative by data leads to support journalists, fact checkers, and media educators across India in their fight against misinformation. You can see trainings right now also, not just in Amity. There are many trainings happening all over the country where our trainers are training people in newsrooms, in colleges, in press clubs as well. It gives me great joy to tell you that since 2018 July, Google News Initiative India Training Network has successfully trained 30,000 plus journalists, media educators, fact checkers, and journalism students. And it's exciting to know today that Amity University Mumbai is joining us in this crusade against misinformation. So welcome to the world of fact checking. It's an interesting journey as we all got to go a long way because fake news is here to stay. All we can do is be vigilant and maybe use some tools that you all are going to learn today. So let's begin. The spread of misinformation is inherently human. It has been around since ancient, medieval, even early modern times up until today. Internet has made it easier than before to spread fake news. It can be agreed that the term fake news is unhelpful, as you can see on your screen. The reason we are struggling with a replacement is because this is about more than news. It's about the entire information ecosystem. The term fake doesn't begin to describe the complexity of the different types of misinformation, that is, the inadvertent sharing of false information, and disinformation, that is, the deliberate creation and sharing of information known to be false. So in order to become the digital sleuth exposing fake news, why don't we start by understanding the different types of fake content that has been prevalent for a while now. So by examining the case studies in these categories of fake news stories, it helps you understand how to successfully and ethically respond to fake news stories. So in the broader category, as you can see, we have satire or parody, we have fabricated or imposter content, we have manipulated or false content, and propaganda. And more so since pandemic hit, scientific denialism is another potential self-explanatory type of fake news, defined as the act of producing false or misleading facts to unconsciously support strong pre-existing beliefs. All right. Now, content that typically makes fun of news stories and uses humor to engage with their audience can be classified as news satire. Okay. Often, the overall intent of spreading this type of information is to provide entertainment by suggesting humorous critiques of political or pop cultural events. So, basically, where there is no intention to cause harm but to potentially fool is called satire or parody. All right. Here on your screen, you can see some Facebook posts shared by people expressing their anger over Shah Rukh Khan's daughter Suhana Khan's quote, apparently from magazine Vogue, where recounting her Vogue shoot, she says it was a tough day, her Jaguar broke down, and she had to travel to the studio in an Audi. Not to mention that the studio was on the first floor and the building did not have an elevator. Right? So she had to walk up the stairs, right? This made social media huff and puff and once again revived the debate on nepotism in Bollywood. When we looked at the source of this news, it was carried by a parody website named Faking News. And despite the name of the website, being faking news, several users on social media believed the news and shared the post with sarcastic comments. Furthermore, faking news has an about section that did spell out that it is a satire website and this is not meant to be taken seriously. Though today faking news is no more operational, but there are many other websites all over the world intended for parody and satire. And it is a good practice in case you have a doubt to go and check the website's about section to know more about the website and the source. All right. This type of information has no factual basis. However, the stories are presented or published in the style of news articles to create legitimacy. And often these are believed to be trustworthy sources because the partisan organization often present information with some neutrality. Let's look at a case study. So here's an example. In June of 2021 and June of 2020 as well, according to the post shared by a Facebook user on your screen, you can see what appears to be a screen grab of a news bulletin by Z News, which says the Home Ministry has given signals that there is a possibility of another lockdown being imposed after 15 June. The screenshot also says that air travel will once again stop. Now, we found some people sharing the screenshot on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. However, this screenshot was found to be morphed and the news channels hadn't shown any such news. So while satire and parody play on humorous attacks, this next level of fake news, that is fabrication, requires a different response due to lack of facticity and the intent to deceive. All right. Now note this category. It's very interesting to see that while fabrication is 100% false, manipulated content actually has some truth to it. Despite there being some truth, using an adaptation of imagery to sensationalize a story, it still misleads people by developing a false connection, or you can call it false content too. Let's look at a case study. On your screen, you can see a social media post, a typical social media post, where claiming that a 29-year-old man from Lucknow failed the UPSC exams due to reservation system. Now, this post went viral on social media. Similar post with the hashtag ban caste reservation went viral on Twitter as well and sparked a debate on the reservation system in India. You can see on your screen a verified Facebook user also has shared this post, which means do not believe everything that a verified user shares. We know that even Mr. Amitabh Bachchan has fallen prey to misinformation and fake stories. All right, coming back to the case study, we found that the claim was false and that the person in the photo is actually not even Indian. He's a Bangladeshi social media influencer by the name Saeed. As told by Saeed, the photo was clicked as a part of an unemployment campaign there. So as you can see, manipulation via false connection here, where news stories are made to feel they are made using real images or videos to create a false narrative. Next, we have propaganda. Scholars define this kind of disinformation as news stories which are created by, most often than not, political entity and businessmen to influence public perception. All right. Here's a case study. In April of 2020, a video of a man men licking utensils went viral with the claim that it shows them trying to spread coronavirus. Now, in a sensitive situation like this, the miscreants who create fake news, they are restless, they are churning fake news time in, time out. So it's necessary to be vigilant all the time. So the message of this video reads, 14 China Muslims hidden at Bihari mosque had been taken for COVID-19 test by Bihar police. As you can see, various people on Facebook shared the same video, interestingly, with the same content. In their posts, you can see the content is all same, as if it was planned, or it was it was an agenda to spread this news. So when fact checkers with keywords Muslims licking plates was used, it was found that the same video was there on Vimeo, which is a video platform just like YouTube. It was found that the video was already there on the internet, uploaded on 31st July 2018. Now, what does that mean? So that means that the video has already been there before actually pandemic hit. According to the description of that video, the people seen there are Dawoodi Bohras who are licking the utensils in an attempt to follow their belief of zero wastage of food. So you can see here the fact that propaganda often may have some plausible truth to it. However, the information is paired with strong bias intended to persuade those who read or see the presented information. Now, online health misinformation. We all have been grappling with it more since COVID happened. So online health misinformation is a widespread problem related to false or misleading information about various long-standing health concerns or related to day-to-day life, so-called easy and effective home remedies. And also, with the emergent situation like COVID-19, there has been a surge in, factually incorrect, scientifically, not claimed information. So here are a few examples on your screen, which I am sure many of you have received on your social media or as a WhatsApp forward. Now, the problem with health misinformation has amplified in 2020, like we are saying, due to COVID. We are living in an era of infodemic, a term rightly put forward by World Health Organization Director Tedros Adhanom. Information pandemic, that makes it infodemic, and it is being said to be more deadlier than any virus. All right, let's have a quick quiz. I'm sure many of you all like to play quiz. So this is a quiz. It's a fun activity. It will help you check how upbeat you are with fact checking. So quickly log on to www.kahoot.it. After logging in, you will see a pin on your screen here. After you put in the pin, you need to put in a nickname. I'm sure many of you all are familiar with Kahoot quiz, but to those who are not, you will see questions here on this screen and answer options you can choose from your mobile phones after logging in onto kahoot.it. Or if you can shuffle between browsers, you can log in from your browsers as well. What you got to do next is you can choose one of the 4 possible answer choices. Tap on the answer block, which will be in the form of 4 different colors for the answer you think is best. And hey, don't worry if you don't get the answers right. I too was there at one point and I'm still learning. So let's do it. Can you see the Kahoot page? Brilliant. The faculty members also can participate, no problem. We'll give it another 30 seconds and we'll start. All right, let's start. All right, the first question. Elephant Mountain in district Xinyu, in Xinyu district, Taipei. What do you think? You think this is real? You're confused, you don't know. It's a yes, it's a no, this is not, or this is the Elephant Mountain. All right, brilliant, guys. You got it right. 20 people, most of you all have got it right. It is just a CGI creation and it's not true. All right. Is this Mumbai's Bandra Valley ceiling during Cyclone Taukte in May 2021? Do you think it's Bandra Valley ceiling? Do we have such emerald blue waters? You think it's true or you think it's false? Great. 51 of you all have got it right. We have Jaden leading. Mumbai doesn't have such clean water. So is this an image of a crowd trying to fill water from a tanker in Delhi in the pandemic? You think, yes, this happens in Delhi. The picture is from Delhi, but wrong context. You have no idea, or you just say it's not true. All right, 24 people have got it right. The picture is from Delhi, but the context is wrong because this photo was taken in 2009 and it was resurfaced during pandemic. This is what happens. Old photos always get resurfaced depending on what's happening around. Good going, guys. We have Sarthak taking the lead. Did a woman in Myanmar turn from a real person into a dog? You think it's shocking or you think weird things happen. You're saying, no, this is not true. You think this is Photoshop. This was a tricky one. The answer is actually no. It is not Photoshopped, but this is an Italian sculptor who makes these creations. So this was a tricky one. So yeah, 14 people have got it right. All right, we have Sarthak taking the lead. Do you think this is redeveloped Ayodhya railway station? What do you think? Go by your gut instinct, even if you don't know the answer. What do you think about this image? Do you think this is true? Do you think this is false? Brilliant. 51 people have got it right, because this is not Ayodhya railway station. This is in fact a proposed Delhi railway station. Okay. Sixth question. Queen Elizabeth II on a billboard called PM Modi Good Boy, thanking him for sending COVID-19 vaccines. What do you think? That's true? It's a correct image, but misleading context. You think this this didn't happen, or you don't know? On a billboard, Queen Elizabeth thanking PM Modi, calling him a good boy. 23 people have got it right. Actually, she was up on the billboard sharing Easter messages. Someone just simply morphed the image. Okay, we have Shivajai coming on the second place, led by Sarthak, and Prem on third position. Great going, guys. Okay, next. Is this Rahul Gandhi's wife with whom he is secretly married and has 2 children? What do you think? You didn't know this? You think it's photoshopped image? It's a fabricated content, or you think, yes, he is married? Brilliant, you guys are 51 people have guessed it right. It's fabricated content, absolutely, because he's actually with this lady who is a female friend, and the picture was clicked somewhere abroad, and when it was brought into circulation, this was the context that was added to it. All these case studies you all are seeing in the quiz also, these are those popular case studies, that really were battered on social media. All right. Eighth question. COVID-19 vaccines negatively affect blood color. What do you think? You have got this on your WhatsApp or social media. What do you think? Is it false? It's medical misinformation? Do you think it is shocked? Or do you think this is true? A tricky one here, actually. That's right. It's medical misinformation. And the truth is, the color changes, but it's not because of the vaccines. It's because of the oxygen level in the blood. So it's a pure medical misinformation. All right, we have Prem taking over on the second position on the leader scoreboard. Okay, actor Shah Rukh Khan thanked only his Muslim fans for turning him into a superstar. A newspaper, Jan Satta, has carried this news. What do you think? "31 people have got it right, because the article is clearly photoshopped. Jan Satta actually issued a disclaimer about it, saying that they haven't carried any such news and it was a fake quote. Okay, we have Aditya Bhosle coming on the third position. Photo of PM Modi with photographer in the frame. What do you think? Yes, definitely yes. Or you think it's a PR gimmick? You think it's a morphed image? It's true, as it is shared by a verified user. You can see on your screen, it's shared by a verified user. Brilliant. 38 people have got it right. It's just clearly a morphed image. There's no truth to this image. Okay, 11th question. Consuming paracetamol painkiller dissolved in a soda drink works as a remedy for anxiety and depression. Is it factually incorrect? You did not know about it, or you think it's possible, or you know that you've tried it and you know it does? Brilliant. You guys are on the track and you guys are real fast learners. I'm so happy. 54 people have got it right. It's factually incorrect. Prem is leading, followed by Shivajay. Last question. Mosquitoes escaping from Wuhan lab. Is this real? A news article says thousands of mosquitoes inoculated with Viagra escape from high security laboratory. What do you think? Anything is possible at Wuhan? You think it's a joke? It's a misleading claim? Or is it true? Only 10 people got it right. It was pretty tricky. It is a joke. It was carried by a parody website somewhere in the US. So there's no truth to it. It's not misleading, as many of you all have said. It's purely a joke. Great. Let's see the scoreboard. On third place, we have Jaden. Congratulations. We have Prem on second place. Shivajay, congratulations, guys, and all those who participated. You guys really did well, and I'm so happy. All right, we go back to our. All right. So I hope you guys also enjoyed this quiz, and also have noted, which areas you guys would want to work on when you are doing fact checking. All right. So moving on, as you all know, we live in an era of alternative facts and post-truths or infodemic. And who better than us as media professionals, know the power of visual media has its pitfalls, especially when there are questions surrounding the origin, authenticity, or context of an image or a video. Also, by now, we are much aware of the fact that photos and videos can be easily manipulated to suit different narratives, and the virality of such misleading content tends to amplify misinformation. And that's why honing our fact-checking skills is utmost important, as spread and consumption of unverified news can possibly have devastating effects on our society and democracy. Simply put, fact-checking is a form of critical investigative inquiry. It includes a wide range of approaches and practices. We are going to understand some interesting tools that will help you fact-check on your online research, whether it is a video, an image, or an article. These tools will help you tell the difference between fact and fiction. All right. So let's begin with photo verification. So photo verification is helpful to check whether an image has been used before on the internet and where. Also to find out if that image is from a suspicious news source that was stolen from somewhere else on the web, or it was changed, or was the image from a past or different event altogether. It's useful to find with how many different narratives an image was used. And also note that no search tool at all is perfect or definitive. When it comes to tackling fake news problem, there is no silver bullet. The modern information ecosystem, is like a Rubik's cube. A different move is required to solve each individual square, and the success requires getting all the sides in place. Lastly, good observational skills is a must. As journalists, you have that quality already in you, to have good observation skills. So you have to put it all together. All right. As you know, it is now easier than ever before to replicate and upload duplicate images or videos online. Luckily, there are various reverse image search tools that can help to show if if the content that you're checking is original. Also, reverse image search is a search engine technology that makes it possible for a user to input an image as a search query and get in return results that are related to that image. So it's basically image search. Image search is when a user is able to find images related to the search that they are, they are trying to look for or they have typed. Okay, let's begin with the basic of all, that is the Google reverse image search. You can do this fairly easily on desktop using Google reverse image search option. All you got to do is go to images.google.com, click on the camera icon that is appearing in the search bar, then paste in the URL of an image that you have seen somewhere online, or you can manually upload an image from your computer that you have saved. or you can drag an image from another window, whichever option you choose. After entering the URL or uploading the image, you can simply click search to display the results. Let's look at some case studies, all right? So here on your screen, this was also there in the quiz. You can see a Twitter user has shared the photo caption Elephant Mountain in Xinyi district, Taipei, in Taiwan. Now assume you have received this image on your WhatsApp or you see it on your social media platform. What do you do next? Well, obviously you want to forward it, share it immediately, as the image looks very amusing. But hey, hold on. Let's look it up. First, let's try to verify the authenticity of the image by checking it with Google. You can simply go to the Google images and run a reverse image search of this picture. All right. I'm going to show you how to do it, but consider cropping image sometimes whenever needed, for better search results. All right. So let's go for it. All right. I'm going to go to Google Images. All right. Here's the camera icon. I have saved the image. I'm going to choose it. All right. It's uploading for me. Okay. So Google has given me default, search results saying it's Elephant Mountain. And you can see that since fact-checking organizations are on their toes, fact-checking various misinformation, every other minute there is some or the other misinformation that reaches them. Fact-checking organizations in India are really doing great job. So it's become easier to fact check when you use reverse image search. Similar in this case, when you upload the image, you can already see India Today has a fact check done on it. And as you scroll, you will find various websites that have fact checked the image. And you will find Factly says it is a digitally created image. Very simple, reverse image search, Google reverse image search, upload the image and run the search. Sometimes you can form smart keywords looking at the image and also do a search without having to upload the image. That can be an alternative. Depending on what you're searching for, you can decide what option you want to choose. All right. Okay. Like I said, fact-checking organizations are doing really good work. So today, fact-checking has become an easier job. All you got to do is follow some brilliant independent fact-checking websites, all right? So on your screen, you can see on June 10, this photo went viral with a caption in Marathi claiming it shows Anna Hazare and PM Modi at an RSS camp. And it came in on the day when Hazare said that he would go on a hunger strike if his demands concerning farmers are not met by union government. Now, this photo was widely shared on social media platforms. What did we do? First, we upload the image on Google Image Search. Once you click search, you will see your uploaded photo at the top of the page along with some suggested keywords. It says Anna Hazare, Modi, right? So in this case study, a reverse image search on the photo showed results from various news sites which identified the man as not Hazare, but late RSS leader Lakshman Rao Inamdar, who was widely considered Modi's mentor during his Sangh days. This is what it looked like when you do a reverse image search on this image. All right. So the fact about the photo is that it appeared in a 2014 story published by the magazine wing of India Today in a story titled The Man Behind Modi, Lakshman Rao Inamdar. Now note this. Interestingly, fact checkers notice that the photo does not provide a courtesy or a credit. Now, what do? How do you corroborate the, what Google told you and what this, the magazine where this photo had appeared? How will you corroborate, this image when there is no source or no credit or no courtesy? What do we do next? We look in for more information on Google. We turn in more pages of Google for the search results that we have got, which says it's not Hazare, but Mr. Inamdar. What happened is we found the photo to be carried on Narendra Modi app, which confirms the earlier search results, which says the picture, the person in the picture is actually Lakshmana Inamdar and not PM Modi. So we don't just halt at the first results that Google throws at you. It says it's a false claim. We need to go 2 steps forward and look up for more clues wherein we can tally the search results and we can conclude that if this result is true or false. All right. Here's another example. On June 7, 2021, a presumably old photo of Congress President Sonia Gandhi was being shared with the claim that the man seen in this photo with her is Italian businessman and Beaufort scam accused Ottavio Quattrocchi. You may have noticed that the lingo associated with fake news, and especially in this case study, as you can see, is usually intimidating and has crass tone to it. All right. So using this photo, many users were seen making distasteful comments that Congress leader Rahul Gandhi resembles the man in the photo, hence Quattrocchi must be his father and not former Indian Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. A simple Google reverse image search led us to articles by Quint and other websites where the image has been credited to PTI, where the caption reads, Sonia Gandhi president and her son Rahul at the raising day function in special protection group. Now the photograph was shot on 8 April 1996. And as you can see on your screen, there's also a picture of Mr. Quattrocchi too. It is apparent that there's no resemblance between the two. All right. So this is these are case studies. These are images that are not dated or they don't pertain to that situation or that circumstance. They can resurface anytime of the year or the week or the day. Let's have a quick example from Bollywood also. So in the month of May 2021, you can see a screenshot of a tweet thread surfaced on social media claiming that Bollywood actor Sonu Sood had recently promised Hamas terrorists that he would deliver 5 Rafale jets to fight against the Israeli forces. All right, when Sonu Nigam was all out there helping the migrants to travel to their hometown, this is something that happened. A purported tweet or tweet thread came into a circulation. This tweet thread shows tweets purportedly made by Bollywood actors Swara Bhaskar and Sonu Sood. This tweet had become viral in the wake of the then ongoing violent conflict between Israel and Palestine and was being widely shared on social media. What did we do? Searching for the official handles of Hamas militant group on Twitter, it was found that, of course, Hamas doesn't have any Twitter handle. When we searched for other tweets displayed in the screenshot, it is found that Bollywood actors Sonu Sood and Swara Bhaskar had not made such tweets on their official Twitter handles. Also, the usernames mentioned in the screenshot are not the official Twitter handles of Sonu Sood and Swara Bhaskar. You can see the real and purported Twitter handles on your screen. Both are different. You have the verified ones on your right and you have the fake ones on your left. Now, the most easiest way that one could have fact checked this about this tweet is, you just form a simple keyword search for, by using the headline of this post or the message. For example, you can see on your screen in the search bar, I have typed in Sonu Sood promised to deliver 5 Rafale jets to the Hamas militant group. You simply copy paste the headline of that, the message, the post, the tweet, and you run a search. When we did it for this case study, we found out that several, actually the common sense, if this news was so big, several news websites would have published this news articles, obviously, right? But we could not find any news article reporting on such information. From all these pieces of evidence, it can be concluded that the screenshot shared in the post was a digitally created one. All right. Moving on, a case study of typical medical misinformation. Now, here's a viral WhatsApp forward which has been resurfacing since pandemic hit, with claims that COVID experts at Mumbai's Nanavati Hospital have informed that the following 4 treatments are given to coronavirus positive patients. You can see the WhatsApp forward talks about those remedies. Okay, now here's a trick question. What do you do when you receive a text-based WhatsApp forward with medical or scientific claims? Well, the first thing you do is call your physician, your family doctor, and verify with him or her. Other alternative is you can select some prominent keywords from the message, all right, which has the in this case there's no image, there's no video, there's just a simple text based forward. What you do is you form some keywords. For example, it could be Nanavati Hospital, COVID expert, home remedies. Form some keywords and run a Google search, and you will find that somebody may have already fact checked it, or the search will lead you to the credible source. And in this case, you can see Nanavati Hospital on their Twitter account has already given a clarification. All right. So this is how you can do the basic search on images by using reverse image search or by forming keywords. All right. Next, we have image search. What is image search? So like Google reverse image search, there's tin eye. I'm sorry, it's not Revi. We are going to do it ahead. This is tin eye. All right. So now tin eye's original sole purpose was finding other sizes of the same images for many years. It provided just that. But with the challenges of fake news, it looks like they have powered up the matching algorithm in the last year. And so now they match on more visually similar images. So tin eye focuses wholly on finding other usage of the same image, which usually makes it the winner when dealing with profile pictures, logos, etc. If you're interested in finding how an image has been on internet, or in seeing archival results that are no longer on the internet, tin eye will help you do that. Okay, so please note tin eye, and I suggest you explore all these reverse image search after the session whenever you have free time. Moving on to the next reverse image search engine, you have Yandex. Now Yandex is a search engine of Russian origin. There have been instances where Google reverse image search feature just fails or generates a very generic result, whereas Yandex instantly finds result of the same image. It provides additional sizes also of that image. Yandex also offers option to crop the image before running the search, and this is a very distinct feature of Yandex, unlike Google or TinEye reverse image search. Okay, let's take up a case study using Yandex. I want you to pay attention to the details of this image because this case study is a little complicated but very interesting. So let's go ahead. On February 24, 2021, Sardar Patel Stadium in Ahmedabad, Gujarat was renamed Narendra Modi Stadium. All right. Following this, a picture of statue of Prime Minister Narendra Modi installed at a roundabout in Gujarat had gone viral on Facebook and Twitter, as you can see on the screen. So the image had Modi statue seated under the kettle, and also there's a board which says Narendra Modi Chowk. Now keep these 3 elements in mind as we are going to analyze it. So it is, the chalk, it is the statue, okay? And then it is the kettle. These 3 elements, we're going to analyze them. So a user on Facebook shared this image on the Facebook group Andhbhakt Dhulai Kendra, and this post racked up 625 shares in no time. Now about the kettle, okay, the first element. Look at this. Interestingly, when fact-checked with a reverse image search of the viral photo using Yandex, it led us to a photo of the fountain on a website called pakistanpoint.com. We found that in place of the Modi statue, a sculpture of a kettle and teacup was seen with the caption stating, "This is Station Chowk in Pakistan's Faisalabad." All right. So the kettle is in Faisalabad. All right. Coming to the statue. Fact checkers found more evidence to corroborate this search, and so a keyword search with the terms Narendra Modi statue was done. In the image results, a picture identical to the statue was that was seen in the viral images was found, which was actually a marble statue for sale on e-commerce website India Mart. Now, coming to the board, which says the chalk name Narendra Modi chalk. So the board behind the fountain that reads Narendra Modi chalk was looked up, and this led to one NDTV story about an incident in Bihar's Darbhanga where BJP worker's father was killed, allegedly facing opposition for renaming a town square to Narendra Modi Chowk. So you can see the board reads Narendra Modi Chowk, Babu Bhadwa, Darbhanga. All right. When you zoom into the chalk that is there on the viral image. So now Darbhanga is a city that is in Bihar. All right. So the roundabout and the kettle is somewhere in Pakistan. The statue is on India Mart for sale. And the board which says Narendra Modi Chowk is in Darbhanga, Bihar. Interesting, right? So finally, here it is. When compared the original picture with the viral photo, it confirms that the statue of Narendra Modi, the board with Narendra Modi Chowk in the background, and the Narendra Modi Chowk text below the statue have been morphed into the original photograph. So you understand the nitty-gritties of how much efforts these fake news makers put in, to make an image viral, to make a photo believable, but they are busted in no time by our brilliant fact checkers. And I'm sure you guys are going to do that once you are done with this session. All right, another case study, it is said that Yandex tends to be strongest search engine for face matching and location identification. Let's look at a case study here. So the viral photo with the claim that an injured Indian Army Jawan left a hospital to avenge the Pulwama attack after the attack took place on February of 2019. Now the post was viral on Facebook with the caption in Hindi. Now, a simple reverse image search on Yandex gave a list of links where the same photo had been used in the past. Most of the results describe the person in the photo as a Russian soldier named Maxim. The same photo was posted in an article by a Russian website called Speknas. Running a detailed search, it was found that the image of an injured Maxim was clicked in September 2004. The viral image has come into circulation in 2019. So this incident took place in Beslan, Russia, where a local school in the town was attacked by terrorists. During the operation, Maxim, that's the Russian soldier, was widely praised for his efforts and his act of continuing to be a part of the rescue operation despite being severely injured. So in debunking, it was concluded that the person is not an Indian, but a Russian soldier. All right, like I've been talking since the start, cropping the image helps at times to get better search results. Here's a case study. This is an image that keeps resurfacing time and again. It shows Sonia Gandhi sitting on the laps of a man. For better search results here, cropping the image is the best way to go. All right, so on running the cropped image through a reverse image search, we found the original picture, which shows Sonia Gandhi decently seated on a chair in conversation with President of Maldives. Let me go back to the photo. You can see this is so poorly photoshopped, all right, yet people fall prey to it. So we need to have good observation skills where looking at the image one can tell it's photoshopped and you don't even need to do a reverse image search. All right, okay, here we have try using time filter on Google reverse image search to get desired search results. Now this is also interesting. All right, I want you to pay attention to this. Let's look at a case study. As you know, whenever there is an atmosphere building up to elections, there are also anti-social elements creating an atmosphere of communal disharmony. There's a surge in misinformation and fake news as well. Here is a classic case study which resurfaces on such occasions with different misleading narratives. So an image of a vandalized Ambedkar statue was being shared widely, claiming that BJP MLA Karni Singh is the one responsible for this incident. All right. This was posted on Facebook on April 2019, just few days before Lok Sabha polls. which was widely shared with an appeal to make it viral. So now the obvious question one should ask first is, if this image has been in circulation before the date it was posted or the date one may have received it on WhatsApp. Let's analyze the post using reverse image search and time filter. All right. So I'm going to upload this image. All right. And I'm going to use a time filter. Okay. So here you have option of tools. I click it and I get further two options. It says search image by different filters, and we have time. Okay. So for time, you have filters from the past hour, 24 hours, past week, past month, past year. I'm going to go for custom range. All right. So now let's assume we've got the image today, claiming that this incident has just taken place. All right. Now I want to know whether this image was in circulation prior to this. So I'm going to give a custom range. For example, I'm going to say I want to know whether this image has been in circulations between October 2021 and October 2015. All right. And I hit a go. All right. So let's see what Google has for me. It gives me search results only with 2 pages. All right. That means very less information is available about it. And as I scroll through the pages to look for the dates, I can see the earliest that this image was in circulation is March 2018, which is a clear giveaway that this image has been recirculated, has resurfaced, and that it is not an incident that has taken place today or yesterday, and not even in the past 1 year. The incident actually took place in 2018, and you can see some agencies have already fact-checked the photo. All right. So this is how you use the time filter. Here you have tools. All right. And then you can use it to suit your search results. All right. Sorry. Moving forward, what do we have next? Okay. So here's something that will help you do reverse image search very easily. We have RevI reverse image search. All right, which is an extension that allows to perform an image verification. What does it do? It lets you choose between the image search engines like Google, Yandex, Tenai, Bing. I leave Bing from Microsoft or Baidu, a Chinese reverse image search engine, for you to explore later. It's almost similar to Google reverse image search and Yandex as well. So once you add RevI extension to your browser, all you got to do is right click on any picture to do a reverse image search. All right, it's that easy. It's just an extension that you can add to your browser. All right. So in conclusion of photo verification, here's a quick formula. Please remember it. It's reverse image search plus smart keywords makes a powerful verification tool which fact checkers all around the world use daily. All right. Fact checking hangs on this formula, that is reverse image search plus smart keywords. All right. Let me quickly tell you something about keywords. Let's understand how to use keywords strategically. So a search is only as good as your keywords. What do I mean by that? Well, essentially, when you're doing research, when you're doing search queries online, we build them from keywords, right? And that's obvious. But there are actually ways you can be really strategic and very creative with the keywords that you're using. So we're going to talk about just some tips and tricks to remember when you're building your search queries. So if I wanted to, do a research about what people were saying about COVID-19 online, there are a lot of different ways you could do that, right? So I have listed some basic keywords here, and just look at them. You look at some of them, you can see some have coronavirus, obviously. but we also have misspellings of coronavirus, right? There's a lot of misspellings that happen online. So when you're doing especially searches on social media, we need to also think about misspellings a lot, because if there are common misspellings, we still want to be able to capture that information when we are trying to, sort of or think about the discourse, find what people are talking about. All right. So if you do a search on Twitter for COVID-19 without a dash, you're going to get a different set of results than if you search for COVID-19 with a dash. So we try to include all different type of permutations. Then we have words about lockdown, right? We have quarantine. Remember, there may be geographic keywords that you're interested in, depending on what you're looking at. Something similar you can see with keywords related to vaccines also, right? So another quick tip here, always be on the lookout for new keywords. You can see here in this post, a Facebook post with some obvious keywords like profits before people, side effects, brain barrier, neurological. You can form your own keywords. I'm sure many of you are aware of the term Boolean search, but let me give you a refresher. So what do I mean by Boolean search? Simply put, a Boolean search is the most elementary form of search technique employed to search for information on internet, on internet search engines or database. For example, a Boolean search could be hotel and New York. This would limit the search results to only those documents containing hotel and New York as keywords. Let's quickly explore this. So and or, we call these search operators. So what do these two things do when you put them in search string? All right. And and limits your results. So for example, if I were to type into my Google search bar vaccine and in capital, vaccine and injury, Google is going to split, it's going to throw back at me results that include both words, vaccine and the word injury. The results have to include both of those terms, right? On the other hand, we have or that expands our results. So if I were to type into Google Covishield or Covaxin, Google is going to say, okay, I'm going to give you back results that include either the word Covishield or Covaxin. All right. Not, not is another search operator which eliminates items that contain the specified term. For example, searching on coronavirus, not dengue, returns, the Google gives back results that are about coronavirus, but will specifically not return items or articles that contain the word dengue. This is a way to, fine tune your results. All right. Next is parenthesis. You can use parenthesis to build a search with combination of Boolean operators. I'll leave this for you to explore in your free time. Okay. So here are some quick tips. Always put and or in capital letters. Use or to expand your results and to limit your results. Use quotation marks to search for phrases. Use me, my, and I to find eyewitness experience. All right. It's interesting to note that Boolean queries work on a lot of different search platforms. So they can work on Google, they definitely work on Twitter, but they don't work on Facebook. All right. So this is something, if you want to, polish your, keyword search, you can go for the Boolean search and you can study it further. All right. So can we quickly do a hands-on exercise? Would you guys like to fact check a photo using either reverse image search or just using keywords and share your results with us? Would you like to do that? Narendra, would you like, would the students like to do this?
Yes.
Okay, so here on your screen you can see people in Nigeria are protesting to seek justice for Bollywood actor Sushant Singh Rajput. So it's hashtag justice for Sushant Singh Rajput. Either you can crop the image, run a reverse image search, or you can form keywords and look up for results. So I'll give you 2 minutes, and please let me know if you find the truth about this image. If we were having in-person training, definitely I carry some goodies to give to those who attempt these hands-on exercise, or even for the Kahoot winners. But sadly, this is online, so I hope your university arranges something. So I'll be happy to hear the search results if you guys can get it. Narendra, can you please track with the students for me, please?
Sure, sure.
So the claim is people in Nigeria protesting. Are you going to put the answers in the chat box, or they're going to talk about it? All right, so we have people who have fact checked. You guys are on the spot. We'll wait. We'll give another 30 seconds more for more people to participate. All right. Yes, it's a fake image. It's a Photoshop, right? They are protesting, but not for SSR. Ashita, that's brilliant. Okay, Naveen Kumar, you've got it right. Brilliant. Srijit says reform Nigeria. That's correct. All of you guys have got it absolutely right. So cool, guys. I'm so happy you guys attempted and have. Oh, right. Asita says she used reverse image search on Yandex. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. You guys have got a hang of it. You guys are such good and fast learners. So, yeah, congratulations, all of you all, for doing such a fantastic job. It is actually a photoshopped image, and the details also, you guys have got it bang on. So, please clap for yourself. Great job. All right. Thank you so much for participating in the hands-on exercise. We got to conclude photo verification. So to round up photo verification, as we head towards video verification, here's a quick tip, something to ponder on. Indian fake photos and videos be like, जरूर शेयर कीजिए, जरूर रीट्वीट कीजिए, अगर आप सच्चे भारतीय है तो जरूर फॉरवर्ड कीजिए. पोस्ट के एंड में ऐसा कुछ लिखा हो तो पक्का है कि फोटो या वीडियो में कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. ऑलराइट, so posts and forwards that are intimidating, that instill hatred or question your nationality must be scrapped then and there, and this awareness must spread in your community as well. All right, okay, you are a verification ninja in the making. Please let the world know. I would love for you guys to go on Twitter and give a shout out to today's training session. Please tell Google News Initiative, tag Google News Initiative, tell them your experience, tell them what you've learned, tell them your excitement to become a verification ninja. You can, there are some suggestive hashtags, hashtag say no to fake news, hashtag truth warrior, hashtag fight misinformation, hashtag GNI India 2021. If you guys are going to do that, this is the hashtag that I personally recommend, hashtag GNI India 2021. Work from home, learn from home, hashtag verification ninja. Also, if you guys would like to tag me, this is my Twitter handle, @IPurni. So please go ahead and let the world know that you guys are a verification ninja in the making. All right. So we'll take a bio break quickly for 2 minutes or 2 to 3 minutes, and we'll proceed after that. Is that good, Narendra?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. So just 2 to 3 minutes, a quick bio break, and we shall come back. All right. All right. Shall we begin?
Yes, yes. Please. Please, please.
Yes. Thank you so much. All right. So I hope you noted these coordinates @ Google News INIT and @iPurni. Thank you so much. Moving on, we have video verification. So we are going to spend some time understanding few interesting tools to fact check videos and images also. All right. So video verification hangs on the same formula of reverse image search and smart keyword search combination. The challenge here is to get keyframes to run the search, right? So basically, you will need a screenshot or a keyframe, whatever you would like to call it. And then you use reverse image search tool, just like we discussed in photo verification. Let's look at some interesting tools that will help you narrow your search to get you your desired search results. All right. Here we have the first one, that is the YouTube Data Viewer. What is YouTube Data Viewer? It is a web-based video verification tool offered through the Citizen Evidence Lab created by Amnesty International. What it does here, what happens here is users input a YouTube URL and the tool outputs information about the video that is helpful in verifying a video. What you got to do is go to your browser and type in YouTube Data Viewer, and that's that, all right? So what does it do? YouTube Data Viewer extracts data from videos hosted on YouTube. It also tells you the upload time. This is useful when there are several copies of the same video on YouTube, right? It extracts image thumbnails. Now, this is what we are looking for. It helps you find different versions of the video through a reverse image search. The only disadvantage here is it only works on videos that are hosted on YouTube. All right, let's look at a case study that was debunked using YouTube Data Viewer. All right, this is a very popular case study. I want your attention on this case study because this is one of those few videos that made way to spread of fake news on social media in India. Now, between March and June 2018, what happened is this video was widely circulated in India as child kidnapping in broad daylight. There were instances of mob lynching due to this video that took place in Hyderabad and some parts of the country, as crowd was on the lookout of such kidnappers. Let's have a look at this video. I would like you guys to talk to me about this video. What do you think about this video? It looks like a CCTV footage, all right? You can see two bikers. They're just riding around the children. And there's an attempt made of kidnapping, all right? All right, this is just a 20-second clip, 28-second clip, all right? Have you guys seen this video before? You can talk to me in the chat box, guys, okay? So let's go ahead. Let's see how YouTube has fact-checked this video. Okay, what we did first is simply paste the link of the YouTube video on YouTube Data Viewer. Next, what YouTube Data Viewer does, it breaks the video into keyframes with a ready option to run the reverse image search, as you can see on your screen. It also gives you the upload time, and also if the video is not from India, it gives you an option to convert the time into your local time. And voila, Google will give you all the latest information related to the video that has fact-checked articles related to the video. Now, what results you can see on your screen are child kidnapping video, Karachi, fake news. Okay, you can see Boom Live has also fact-checked the video. Like I said, you will find many fact-checked videos nowadays that makes the job easier. So further, it just doesn't tell you that this is a fake video. It leads you to the original video, which is actually a mischievously edited video. Let's watch the whole video now, and you will see here how the miscreants damage the beautiful message of this video made for awareness. You know, let's look at the original video. So you'll come to know that videos are edited and twisted to suit a fake narrative. All right, So this is the original video. When it reached India from Karachi, it was mischievously edited and was circulated as child kidnapping. So we saw they come back, they pick up the child, and they leave. This was the video that we saw, but there's more to it. We see that the guys have come back with the kid. And this is the message. It takes only a moment to kidnap a child from the streets of Karachi. This was a video created by an ad agency in Karachi for a very good purpose to spread awareness, but it was misconstrued, it was tweaked and twisted with the caption of child kidnapping when it came to India, due to which there were horrible mob lynching incidents as well. All right. Let's move forward to another case study. And before we jump into the next case study, I want you to understand InVid. InVid is another powerful tool. This tool works to combat disinformation by verifying and authenticating video content, just like YouTube Data Viewer. But the advantage is it works for all platforms, not just YouTube. InVid is it's built as a Swiss Army knife for verification. It contains several tools under one umbrella, including keyframe extractor for videos, metadata extractor for photos and videos, a reverse image search on keyframes, a magnifying tool for photographs, and a neat interface for Twitter advanced search. These are the advantages of InVid when you have to fact check photos and videos. YouTube Data Viewer also gives you good results, but this has many other filters. All right, on your screen in image 1, you can see it is recommended to add InVid verification web browser plugin to your Chrome or Firefox. It's free of cost. There are no charges. You don't have to even sign up as far as I know. Image 2 shows you how the plugin launcher looks like on your toolbar of your browser. And image 3, when you hit the InVid, it opens with options to paste either video or image URL, and also an option to upload it from your system. Let me show you how it is done, all right? So here's, I have here on my browser InVid. All right, I'm going to open the toolbox. So here we have, you can either ask InVid to do a video analysis or break the video into keyframes, or you want to know the thumbnails, you want to know metadata or other information related to the video. All right, this is how InVid looks like. Let's look at a case study that we fact checked using InVid. All right, here's a clip that you will see on your screen that shows a man mixing liquid, presumably water. Just a minute. All right, sorry about this. I had a slight glitch at my end. So here's a clip, like I was telling, you will see on your screen that shows a man mixing liquid, presumably water, inside milk cans and dipping his arm to stir the contents, allegedly shot in some part of India. Note that the quality of the clip is poor. The clip was circulated on social media ecosystem, and the caption attached to the video urges people to not buy food and drinks from a certain community and boycott the community. Okay, let's have a look at this video. You can see the people, they look familiar, could be, we see around in our day-to-day lives on the streets. The vehicle also looks familiar to us, right? So it could easily pass off as a video from India, right?
और ये गंदे आता है ਉਹੀ ਵੇ ਉਹ ਵੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਗੰਦੇ ਹੱਥਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਉਹੀ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਛਾਪਰ ਭਰ ਕੇ ਗੰਦੀਆਂ ਬਾਹਾਂ ਗੰਦੇ ਹੱਥ ਤੇ ਵੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਹੱਥ ਮਾਰ
You can see the person, he's talking in a particular accent, based on which also we can find the location, or we can use this accent as a clue. All right.
ਉਹ ਪਾਣੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਛਾਪਰ ਖੋਲ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਛੱਡ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਇਹ ਦੁੱਧ ਪੀਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਜੀ
All right, let's look at the truth of this video using InVid. All right. So debunking with InVid will require you to open the launcher and then paste the URL. As you can see, I have already done it on your screen. InVid will break down the video into different keyframes and perform a reverse image search. You can choose a filter you want, like you can see other minute details associated with the video are also extracted under the analysis filter. All right, so you can see the origin, you can see its it says it's Twitter, the number of likes, the number of retweets, the hashtags, and other details. But what we are more interested here is the screenshots to run it through varied options of reverse image tool. So on running the reverse image search, here's what happens as an interesting twist. One of the frames led us to Facebook post on a Pakistani group named the Voice of Pakistan News. All right. We landed on the same video available on the Pakistani Facebook group and found that the original video had higher resolution. You can see the quality difference here. This is the original video. Unlike the one that we saw earlier. Several other Pakistani users posted the video with the same caption in Urdu. The keyword search on Facebook led us to a post by Power Plus Nation Multan, Pakistan, which said that the incident is from Lahore Main Road. So just, to confirm that the video is from Pakistan, if you want to be doubly sure, you're not satisfied, or you don't just believe that Pakistan's some Facebook group has carried this video and that's why we are done with the search. There are other ways to do it. What if, like I said, what if you just want further evidence? Not to worry, InVid has an option of magnifier. What does it do? So using magnifier, a closer look at the screen grab that carries the name and logo of the cargo loader in the video, it shows the name of the brand of the vehicle as Siwa, that is SIWA, which is a Pakistani auto manufacturing company. And voila, we have successfully debunked this case study with having doubly fact checked it. We got the original video on the Pakistani Facebook page, and now we have the brand of the vehicle that was used in the video, which says Siwa, which is a Pakistani auto manufacturing company, which means the vehicle does not go outside Pakistan. This is how InVid works as a Swiss Army knife. It gives you various options to fact check under one umbrella. Okay, moving on. So this next video that you're going to see resurfaces every year as an airport from that city which has been receiving heavy rainfall. Like if Hyderabad is flooded, this video comes as Hyderabad airport flooded. In Mumbai, it appears annually during monsoon as Mumbai airport flooded. Now, I want you to see the video and tell me if you can see any clues before we run the video through InVid. All right? Watch this video carefully and look for clues if you can see. All right? Let's test your observational skills here. I'm going to play the video from start. I'm going to play the video again. Observe the video and please tell me in the chat box if you see any clues that can tell you whether this is from Mumbai. All right, let me see. It looks like Iran airport. We have Oval Yadav. Okay. All right. Anybody? Narendra, what do you think? Did you see this video? Have you seen this video anywhere?
Yeah, on the YouTube.
Right. Yeah, we have
But this is not Mumbai.
Yeah, right. Ritika also says it's not Mumbai. Omkar says it's not Mumbai. It has a different tricolor symbol which doesn't look like Mumbai, not even India. Brilliant, Asita. You are right on spot. I'm so happy you observed that there is a different tricolor symbol. Great, Asita. Uh, that's a very good observation skills. All right. Yeah, we have Jaden say that it could be France since that's an Air France flight. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for your contribution. Let's have a look at this video. Let's see how InVid helped us. On running the video through InVid, it extracts some important keyframes, as you can see. Search result says that the airport is Mexico. But again, if one wants to be doubly sure, one must look for finer keyframes with minute details, like the one we did for the video, earlier video of milk contamination when we fact checked. Now, I don't know how many of you all saw that there was a building in the video that was highlighted with a tricolor, which Ashita observed. And that tricolor is a very clear giveaway. If you look up for the color combination of that tricolor, you will come to know that it is a Mexican flag. That will help you corroborate the search result, which Google says that it is a Mexican airport. The flag will tell you again that it's Mexican airport. So good job, Asita. But if you guys miss that tricolor, no problem. Look for more keyframes and you will find that there's a screen grab that shows the tail of the airliner. All right. So looking at the tail of the airliner and running it to reverse image search, we found that the carrier was Interjet, which is a local Mexican airliner, which obviously doesn't fly outside Mexico. So this corroborates our search, and we can conclude that the airport is Mexico and not Mumbai. Brilliant participations, guys. Thank you very much for talking to me and making this a two-way conversation. This just makes the training more interesting, and you guys are bang on. You guys are really catching up very fast and very smoothly. So good work. All right, let's look at a video that went viral just when the fear of pandemic was spreading widely in March 2020. This video shows truck of dead bodies allegedly of COVID-19 victims urging people to stay at homes. Let's look at the video. Now, I want you to again watch and talk to me about it. Tell me if this video could actually be of the victims of COVID-19. All right, let's have a look at the video. The bodies are loaded on a truck. They said the video is from Iran. What do you think, guys? Are these dead bodies of COVID-19 patients? Of Iran, we can believe, yes, because the setup, everything tells us that it could be a Middle Eastern country. But what do you think? Are the dead bodies of COVID-19 victims? If yes, why? If not, why? Okay, Srijit, you're absolutely right. Any more details? This just goes on and on. All right, so come on now, you guys, talk to me. Tell me, what do you think about the video? This is from Haram Sharif, Mecca. That's right. Fatma, that's right. All right. Thank you very much. But yes, so many people have died in such big numbers. You can see dead bodies loaded on the truck and so many trucks there. What could be the reason? Is it because of COVID? You're right, Fatma. This could be funeral ritual. But what do you think? Right. Right. That's right, Fatma, not from COVID. Shreya says probably not COVID because amount of crowd. Brilliant, good observation. Anika says because there would have been lockdown as a result. Right. These are from natural death. Brilliant, guys. Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely right. These are not COVID victim bodies. As somebody mentioned that the protocols are not being followed. Also, people are not wearing masks. All right. So these are the basic clues that you guys gather when you look at the video. Brilliant participations. Thank you so much, you guys. Let's see how fact checkers verified this video using Yandex as a search engine via Invid. So we have alt news here that broke the viral video using Invid into individual frames. Upon reverse image search, one of the frames on Yandex, we found that the video was uploaded by a YouTuber on August 16, 2019. The caption describes, the caption or the description of the video reads, Hajj 2019 Mecca, 58 deaths during Hajj, Saudi Arabia. So yeah, we had students who commented and said that this could be Mecca. You guys were absolutely right. Great work. But you can also see the date, August 16, 2019. The original video says the video was uploaded on August 16, 2019. So the earliest instance of this video we found date back to, like we said, August 2019. And we know that the first coronavirus case was reported in China in November of 2019, right? So clearly this video is of Hajj 2019 and it predates the onset of pandemic. And of course, a little common sense will tell you that COVID victims, their dead bodies are not brought out in open like this as shown in the video. People around in large numbers around the dead bodies cannot be a normal scene in COVID, right? Thank you very much, guys, for your participation. Let's move ahead to see another interesting tool. It's Watch Frame by Frame. What it does is one can see videos here in slow motion, adjust the speed and decide how many frames per second you want to watch, all right? So it's an online free web-based application, works for YouTube and Vimeo. You can watch frame by frame in slow motion, right? Change how many frames you want to watch, adjust the speed and decide how many frames you would like to see. Now here's a case study, all right? Same video, two different claims. First claim, it says this is accused Muhammad Ilyas, who murdered 8-year-old Asifa in Jammu and Kashmir's Kathua. It also says Uttar Pradesh video where college girls hit rape accused with slippers. All right, let's probe into this video. I'm going to first let you watch this video through watch frame by frame. Okay. We are going to go to watch frame by frame. Let me just get the link. All right. This is the original video. It shows the culprit has been taken by the police. We have many people blackening the face. We see women hitting them with slippers. We can also see a police van there in the video. But we don't have any other clues. Okay. So keep in mind, the News Nation channel says it's Uttar Pradesh college girls hit rape accused. Now I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to ask watch frame by frame to slow it down so that I can gather some other details. All right. So this is playing for me normally. I go to the settings, I go to playback and I reduce the frame. Now you can see the video is being played in slow motion. All right. By doing this, you can observe other elements. Usually when fact checking happens, it happens on bigger screens wherein clues are more visible. But let's manage with the screen size right now that we have. If you have seen, we just passed the number plate of the vehicle there, which was not very clear here since we are using screens that are small. But if you go back to it and keep seeing, you can see it is MP, Madhya Pradesh vehicle. It is not a UP number plate. All right. So similarly, you can observe other details also. Let's move ahead in the interest of time. So watch frame by frame allows you to notice the minute details in a video you may miss, such as a number plate that could help you identify the location of where a video was taken. Here, the number plate reads Madhya Pradesh, right? Which means the video is from Madhya Pradesh and not Uttar Pradesh or Jammu Kashmir. And both the claims are found to be fake, as the video is actually of an Eve teaser being slapped by people in Madhya Pradesh. All right. Brilliant details, right? This video just passed off very easily as Asifa's culprit. It also passed off as Uttar Pradesh rape victim. But when you probe in, and you try and use various tools here, like in this case we use watch frame by frame, it beautifully slowed down the video for us. We could see the number plate. At times you can see the billboards or names on the shop, or other clues that will make your search results or searching process, it smoothens your searching process. All right. Here's another claim of this typical WhatsApp video. It says mishap with Congress party workers while burning the effigy of Prime Minister Modi. Let's have a look at the video.
में जब ये गाना बजेगा ऑन द फ्लोर आना पड़ेगा लुंगी को उठाना पड़ेगा स्टेप करके दिखाना पड़ेगा.
All right, so let's see how watch frame by frame has helped us. Yep. Sorry. Okay. So when fact checked using watch frame by frame, we got a clear glimpse of the flags that they were hoisting in the video. It says KSU, that is Kerala Students University, and they were actually burning an effigy of their vice chancellor. So they were not political party people. The effigy was not of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It had nothing to do with that. It was just some students protesting against their vice chancellor. So this is how watch frame by frame works for us. All right. Next, here are some clues to look out for when you are working on a video, right? You need to look out for signage, that is text or signpost, banners, and billboards that help to identify location or phone numbers of businesses, which can lead to a physical address. You need to look out for number plates. Vehicle registration plates help identify location, like we just saw in the Madhya Pradesh vehicle video. You can also look out for comments, very interesting. You can scroll through the comments on a certain post that you think could be suspicious, could be fake. We will always have an in-house Sherlock Holmes in the comment box who will tell you that this is the truth. You need to look out for insignia that is flags, logos, emblems, badges, which will help find a region or a particular group. Look out for the weather as well. Weather also sometimes helps a lot. I'm going to give you a link to a weather website that will help you track weather or find out the weather in a particular location. For example, if you're fact checking a video, you see it's bright and sunny, and you have the name of the location. You want to know the weather of that region. There are tools also that will break the video into such a way that you'll get weather details, not just go to Google and type the place name and get the weather. This works differently when you're fact checking. You can look for landmarks, buildings. You can see topography. You can use satellite maps or Google Earth here. Clothing also can be a cultural, religion, or geographical identifier. And one thing that's missing here is accent. You need to listen to the accent or the dialect of the people in the video. That also helps you fact check. With this, we conclude video verification. If you guys have any questions regarding it, post session or towards the end of the session, we'll have a Q&A. I would love to answer all your queries. And I will again congratulate you guys. You're doing fabulous job with with your responses. This is just getting exciting. Okay. So next we are going to move towards social audit. Now, this is again something that you guys would want to pay a little more attention to because we are going to discuss tools and strategies to monitor social media and online content, right? As of January 2021, there are 4.6 billion active internet users across, worldwide, which is 59.5% of the global population. The internet is no longer an urban commodity. You will all agree to that. 2 out of 3 Google searches come from outside of metros. Isn't that brilliant, Also, local language searches have increased by 10%. 10 times, I'm sorry, not 10%, 10 times. But even though this is a sign of progress, as our country has been harping on digital India, the digital literacy hasn't increased. Even though internet has reached, digital literacy hasn't increased. So like I said, 2 out of 3 Google searches come from places outside metro. Even though local language searches have increased 10 times, this does not guarantee that digital literacy has also increased. So the information overload has eroded a person's ability to distinguish truthful information from its opposite, causing misinformation and falsehoods to propagate. And hence, it is important to be vigilant about verification when it comes to news and information. Monitoring Twitter. Twitter is a hub of fake news, day in, day out. There are fake news being churned out on Twitter especially. So scholars have found that false news spreads more rapidly on social media network Twitter than real news does. And that too by substantial margin. Let's understand how we can tackle this problem. All right, here are some common tactics used to spread misinformation on Twitter. What happens? How is a Twitter live, a daily Twitter live? What do we see? We see people create imposter accounts. We see new accounts being created moments after a personality has been in news. You guys must have noticed this when Sushant Singh Rajput's alleged suicide had taken place. There were many imposter accounts or accounts that were created in the name of his family, his sisters, or himself, or his father. There are changes in their handle names regularly or after specific news events to spread misinformation or political propaganda. Then there is people who delete past activities on the account to frequently change their identity, and one can potentially be paid trolls propagating a strong agenda. This is how a daily Twitter live looks like. All right. So let's review some examples of fake posts on Twitter and how to go about verifying the source. Here's an example. A section of media republished a report by news agency IANS during Rajasthan political crisis, where the agency fell for an imposter Twitter account for the rebel Congress leader Sachin Pilot's wife, Sara Pilot. A hugely viral tweet said, "Big magician starts sweating when we go to Delhi," apparently referring the magician to Rajasthan's Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. Now, this, as I said, was an imposter account and not Sara Pilot's official account. The first obvious giveaway is that her name is misspelled as Sarah. It's Sarah, not Sarah. Secondly, Twitter bio of imposter account is riddled with obvious spelling mistakes. You can see Rajasthan, you can see Kashmir, and the spelling, like I said, is Sarah, whereas Mrs. Sachin Pilot uses the spelling she uses is Sara. All right. Also, fake account is not followed by Sachin Pilot or Omar Abdullah, who is Sara Pilot's brother. So here's the first tool with social audit. Does follow. The tool name is Does Follow. It is the simplest way to find out who follows whom on Twitter rather than scrolling through the long list of followers. All right. Now we're going to do a demo of that for you guys. This is Does Follow for me. I don't know how this bar disappears anyway. All right, okay. Just a disclaimer here, Does Follow would need to access your Twitter account, which you can revoke the permission after you have used it, all right? So in case you guys want to know if I follow Amitabh Bachchan, so we are going to put in this, Does Purni, that's my Twitter handle, follow Senior Bachchan, that's Mr. Amitabh Bachchan's account. And I hit a go. And it says, yeah, Purnima follows like @iPurni follows Senior Bachchan. It also says, does Senior Bachchan follow iPurni? No, I hope he does someday. So this is how Does Follow works. It reduces the huge task of scrolling through the followers list. You can simply see if this person follows the other. This usually happens when you're working on cases of celebrities, all right? So that was Does Follow for you. Now, a big problem in India is parody Twitter accounts like the ones you can see on your screen, especially a problem when influencers on mainstream media falls for these accounts. So you have LOI, which obviously you know is a parody of Times of India, TOI. You have ANI, and then you have Times How, which is Times Now. Now, in a survey or in a study, it was found that actually these parody accounts have genuine followers, because in our fast-paced life, when you just see a pop-up and it's asked you to follow, you just sometimes tend to blindly follow because you see the logo is familiar and we don't pay attention to the details of the account. Let me tell you an interesting story of an imposter account of Aishwarya Rai Bachchan was active on Instagram before she actually debuted on Instagram with a verified account. What happened is that account gained a lot of followers, so much so that when the original verified account of Aishwarya Rai came to social media, they found that they were not getting followers. So they requested Instagram to scrap or block that account. And that's when she started getting these genuine followers. So even celebrities, struggle with parody accounts or imposter accounts. They don't get genuine followers, and at times people buy followers. I'm sure you know singer Badshah's case. Next, Republic TV claims that Pakistani politician and former cricketer had been accused of sexual exploitation. Imran Khan, who is now the Prime Minister of Pakistan, this is his case study. As evidence, Republic TV produced two tweets from a Twitter account called @Lara Bingle, which had alleged that Imran Khan had sexually harassed her at a party. All right, this is what you can see. Republic TV had produced these tweets as evidence to prove the harassment. And as it happens, Lara Bingle is not Lara Bingle's account. It is actually @Miss L. Worthington. Republic TV had quoted a random account impersonating Lara Bingle and had published the story. All right. So there was no accusation, and Lara Bingle was in peace with Imran Khan. Now, we have a fake account impersonating Sara Ali Khan before she had debuted on her social media. Sara Ali Khan, daughter of Amrita Singh and Saif Ali Khan, was being used to spread anti-Muslim rhetoric. Even though the account was not verified, it had 5,000 plus followers in a short span of being set up. So by now, it is clear that while monitoring Twitter profiles, one needs to track and see what tweets they like, see who they retweet, and also see who they follow or who follows them. These are clues, these are hints that will tell you if the account or the profile is fake or genuine. Now, here's another tool. The tool is called follower.me. What it does is that it analyzes the tweet's contents of that profile and tells you about the topic's usage in the form of tag clouds, so that you can easily understand which words were the most popular, also when the account was set up, which time zone, language preference, and the hashtags that it intended to use. This is the details of the profile it gives you. Let me show you a demo of how to do it, and then we'll circle back to the case study of the imposter account of Sara Ali Khan. All right. All right. Take me to follow. All right. So I'm going to, I want to analyze Sachin Tendulkar's Twitter account. Okay. I think it is Sachin_RT. Let's see. Okay, it's Sachin_RT. Now just look at the overview of the account. The information that follow.me has given us, it gives us the name. It tells us it's a verified account. When he joined, the location, it tells you the language, it talks about the language as well. Here in this case, it's undefined. It tells about the bio. It says proud Indian. It gives you the URL as well. Now it's going to give you statistics. All right. It will tell you number of tweets. It will tell you number of followers. It will tell you how many accounts Sachin is following. It will give you followers ratio as well. And it will give you all the listed profiles or listed things that Sachin has done on his account. Now, this is very interesting. It gives you topics, hashtags, and mention. Now, the topics, it gives you a word cloud of most of the most often used words by Sachin Tendulkar on his Twitter account. You can see happy, congratulations, wishing, medals, best wishes, blessed, winning, entire team hockey. These are the common words that are used on his Twitter account. Sorry. You can see the hashtag he's used very frequently or very recently. It's hashtag bronze, hashtag Team India, hashtag Paralympics. So he's been talking about the recent sport events that took place. It tells you about the mentions, the mentions and the replies, that the interaction that he has had on his profile. All right. Then it'll do tweet analysis. It looks inside of some of the tweets by Sachin. And here's what is been found. It has replies, how many replies he gives, tweet mentions, so on and so forth. So this is how follower.me works. When you have your free time, I recommend you explore these tools so that you can get a hang of it. And whenever you have an opportunity to fact check using follow.me, please go ahead. All right. Coming back to Sara Ali Khan's case study, of the imposter account of Sara Ali Khan's case study, this was the word cloud of the recent interaction that imposter account or the person has had on the Twitter. The common words used were India, peace, Dalit, Gandhi, Sonia, terrorist, Hindutva. So it was a clear giveaway that the word cloud shows that most of the tweets were pro-right wing, anti-Muslim and anti-Congress. All right. Which is a clear giveaway that this cannot be Sara Ali Khan's Twitter account. More so, it is not even verified. So some tips to consider when evaluating Twitter accounts. Ask yourself, is the account verified? Reverse image search the profile picture, very important. Sometimes a very generic profile picture is used. We are going to see that further. Also, ask yourself, do the display name and the name in the URL correspond? How long is the account online since? Or how frequently do they tweet? Are there any nonsensical tweets? Or do they post only or mostly retweets? Check for followers or following accounts. Also check if there's a link between, link from a verified official source. All right. These are the tips that will help you evaluate Twitter accounts. If at all you are really keen on fact checking Twitter, there is an option of Twitter Advanced Search. This is available when you're logged into twitter.com. What it does, it allows you to tailor search results to specific date ranges, people, and more. This makes it easier to find specific tweets as well. I recommend you again to explore Twitter Advanced Search in your free time. It also provides an option of filtering by date and can also help clarify the impact that seasonality or breaking news may have on your content's performance, right? This is something similar to the a time tool that we did some time back, wherein you can customize the time range to look for specific tweets. Next, moving on, let's monitor Facebook. Here's a case study of a Facebook account allegedly called Razia Bano, who had lauded an alleged rapist. Okay. Now, this account was pretending to be a person following Islam and thus caused a lot of outrage. However, if you study the person's profile and the details on the profile, the university that she claims, we assume it's a she because that's what her display picture says. She claims to work as a faculty and has studied, the university you can see, the name of the university is Our Lady Fatima University. She has not just studied there, she works now as a faculty member there. It is not in Pakistan, it is in Philippines, whereas this person claims that she lives in Karachi, Pakistan, whereas the university is actually in Philippines. Moreover, the university mentioned there specializes in medicine and not fashion art, which this person claimed to specialize in. On running the display picture through reverse image search, it was found the picture had been taken off the internet and has been used as a profile picture across multiple sites. So again, a very generic profile picture which is available with different references on the internet. And finally, going through the Facebook timeline of this person revealed that this said person had changed her name. And in the comment section, remember we spoke about comments, watch out for history of comments. People are referring to this person as Sharma ji. They are also calling him Pavan, none of which are Muslim names. You can see here some Naveen Meshram Sonu says, Sharma ji, kyun naam badal diya? Then some Ramakant Singh says, Pavan Bhai, whatever. All right. So paying attention to the details of the profile and watching out for history of comments seems helpful in basic fact checking. Next, when it comes to pesky pages, like there are so many Facebook pages and so many random stuff being shared there all over Facebook. The best place to start is Facebook's page transparency. It helps you verify a page. Give me a minute again. Yeah, okay. Coming back to Facebook pages, all right. So what does Facebook page transparency do? It provides information which can help you get started with investigating the source. It carries details like summary, page history, who manages the page, from which country is it managed, details about ads being run by the page, other pages managed by the same user. Let's actually show you guys. All right. All right, so I'm going to type in Amity University Mumbai page. All right, and as I scroll down below the About section, page transparency. Let's look for page transparency. Here, all right. You can see page transparency. We click on it. You can see the page history. It was created on September 11, 2014. You can see people who manage this. There are 6 people, right? There are no ads run on this page. So these are the basic details of a page that you can get. This works in more when the page is full of nonsensical stuff, and you can get details of the page by going on page transparency. All right. Coming back. Okay, this is now annoying. Phew, quite a task. Now, these are some third-party tools because Facebook's native search function is not very powerful, all right? So here are some third-party tools that allow detailed searches, so you can check them out. These are called OSINT tools. You know, these are a wide range of investigative tools, usually done on professional levels. So I'm just, brushing past it. You guys can note this down, and definitely you can explore it. Next, what we have is Social Searcher. Now, this tool helps to search for the content on social media platform under one roof. What do I mean under one roof? This tool helps one to search real-time trends, users across different social media platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, and what have yous. The tool provides you with various custom search options. That means under one roof, you can find what's been talked about, trending topics, personalities across various social media platforms here. Let's have a look. This is again a paid service, all right? But it appears to be free for some time, all right? So we are looking for Social Searcher. This just narrows down your search results because you don't have to log into Instagram or look out for hashtags unnecessarily. So I want to know what's happening. What are people, what is social media talking about Prime Minister Narendra Modi? All right. All right, so here we go. This is the latest update on the website narendramodi.com. Here you have some other reference. Here you have Wikipedia. We have some international news as well. We have what's been talked about PM Narendra Modi on Twitter, the recent conversation. This is what Facebook is saying. Again, you have something about on YouTube. Or these are all recent conversation or recent posts, tweets, messages that are around, and under one umbrella you can find them. So that really cut down your headache of actually going on to the individual platforms and looking for information about a particular topic or a personality that you guys are looking for, right? So this is social searcher for you. It's an easy task to do. You just go to social searcher and you type in the person or the Twitter trend that you guys are looking for, right? Next. Okay, I'm sure many of you know Whois because it's been there even before fake news search actually happened in India. So we now have Whois registry. It is a helpful, it's very helpful in verification of websites actually. It keeps a record of domains and the individuals who registered them. This often includes contact details, including phone numbers. Some people actually even pay to have this information withheld. Let's look at a case study in which Whois helped us in fact checking and verification. All right. So some time ago, a website called The True Picture was doing fact checks that seemed to be entirely pro-government. Every fact check gave the BJP government the benefit of doubt. On their Twitter profile, you can see top-notch BJP leaders were following it and talking about it and promoting it on their individual handles. More importantly, like I said, high-profile ministers had begun to follow the account. We looked up the True Pictures URL on Whois and found a phone number that was listed as a tech contact for the website. Just go to Google, you type Whois, and you will get, you can reach the registry wherein you can type in these details. So for the True Picture, we found there was a telephone number available there. And when you have an unknown telephone number with you, what do? You just go to Truecaller and look up for the name, right? So when we did that, we found that True Picture actually belongs to a company called Bluecraft Office, all right? And when we looked up for Bluecraft Office, we found that Bluecraft is a digital foundation. It is a digital promotion company that works on promoting schemes and initiative of the government. And our ethics, our common sense also tells us that no fact-checking organization can be, a partisan organization. They have to be non-partisan. They have to be individual. They have to be independent. So this the True Picture was busted for being a pro-government fact-checking organization, and I don't think so. It is informed now. Now verification for websites. All right. So how can we know if a website is misleading or not? Knowing the types would help thinking about how to get into verified information. This is what happens. 1 minute, guys. Sorry for that. So here you have what happens on a website, where all manipulation can take place with the images, or real videos with false messaging and false contexts. There are real videos with false audio. There are shallow fakes. There are clickbaits. There are deep fakes. Deep fakes is another level of misinformation, disinformation that is not yet that much informed. It did try making rounds during elections, but it's not yet that much informed in India as of now. But it's a threat that has been lurking on fact checkers. All right. So let's go ahead and delve on this topic, how to verify websites. So some general steps to check the credibility of a website is to check ownership. Is it disclosed or credible? Assess the content. Is it ideology driven? Are authors disclosed and credible? You got to check history and see when and where the site was registered. You got to look out for clickbaits. If the website has too many unnecessary advertisements, that two advertisements which are vulgar, you need to be alert and careful. Check if any articles have been fact checked on that website. So as discussed earlier, Whois is a tool that enables you to check ownership of a domain. Also, reverse search enables the search for the domain with contact information. So it works like that also. But the ownership information, like I said, can be hidden by the owner. Now, here's a case study of a typical WhatsApp forward. This is a WhatsApp forward of a website article that claims China sought court approval to kill 20,000 patients who were infected by COVID-19. Upon inspection, we found that the website has a history of peddling with misinformation. Just looking at the website throws many red flags. Now, this is a screen grab of a website that is called AB-TC. The website has no disclosure of ownership. The articles on the website do not have authors and are claimed to be written by local correspondents. A search on Whois shows another red flag that the website was set up 7 months prior to the article being published. So it's a new website that doesn't have a credible history. In its About section, it says that it carries stories around the world relevant to Nigerians and Ghanaians. But according to Whois, the website is registered in China. All right. It talks about Nigerians. It's registered in China. It's a new website. Also, some other checks that we conducted to verify the website critically, we found that the content is in English and is US centric, but registered in China. There are several clickbaits. Google search, we Google search the website and the articles, and we found that the articles carried on this website are most of them fact checked. That means they usually carry articles which are full of misinformation and disinformation. All right. This is how you can critically assess a website. So while analyzing the source of information shared, it's also important to be able to identify a false website, right? So these are the points to pay attention to. Again, check for the web address, search the name of the site, look for visual clues like poor logos, the one which we saw, times how, LOI, changes in the logo, very important. Be wary of too many ads, look for established news sites markers like date stamps, bylines. You can cross-check hyperlinks to authoritative sources. Check the about page. Many fake sites have a disclaimer alerting readers that the stories are fabricated, like the one we saw in satire and parody account case. Run the main photo through Google reverse image search to check if the photo has been lifted from somewhere else, or is it original? Check when and where the site was registered using Whois. Fact check specific claims on the news articles that the website carry, and be careful of overly sensational or emotional headlines. We had a notorious website called Postcard in India, which has been thankfully banned and is no more operational. The amount of misinformation or overly sensational headlines and articles that it used to carry was quite a challenge for fact checkers, but now the website is no more operational. All right, now this is something interesting. We have the Wayback Machine. Now you can find Wayback Machine on www.archive.org. What does it do? Is when you want to search a defunct website or deleted pages, not just from a defunct website, but from the archives. Sometimes you would want to have reference of articles that are no more active on the website. What do? We have Wayback Machine that comes in handy. It's a great source for deleted or changed materials. Wayback Machine, is good for finding deleted social media posts or accounts. Let me show you a quick demo of how this can be done. All right, so let's look at Times of India. We need the exact. Let me just shift the bar totally. I'm going to check if Wayback Machine has archived Times of India, right? So it gives me details of archives between July 30, 2001 and 3rd October 2021, like archives that date back to 2 decades, 20 years ago. If Wayback Machine has, whether it has crawled on their website to archive or not, we can see here. So now these are recent ones. Let's go back to the 2003s. All right. So you can see in 2003, Wayback Machine has archived the article that was here. You can see in the highlights, February 8 article is there. Let's click on it. All right, so there's an error here. Okay, here it had appeared. Let's check 9 February 2003. You guys would have been much younger that time. Okay, I think Wayback Machine is facing some error. We are going to keep trying. 18 February 2003. Let's look at that. It's redirecting. Okay, so here's what Times of India looked like on 18 February 2003. Advani disappointed with US support to Pakistan. Delhi girl is Sunset Femina Miss India. So this is how Wayback Machine looks like. And this is how it archives. And it's very important. It comes in handy when we are looking at archival stuff that is needed to fact check, right? All right. And lastly, here's a quick tip, a free giveaway. This is called Google Fact Check Tools. All you got to do is go to Google and type Google Fact Check Tools. So you say, for example, you can search for politician statement, or for a topic. Keywords can be anything from specific topics to full politician quotes. Basically, anything you would like to search, you can put together in this regular Google search bar, and it'll fact check for you. This has been recently launched by Google, and it is called Google Fact Check Tools. So you can keep this handy in case you know what you're looking for. All right. And lastly, traditional journalism. All those who have been journalists here, well, for example, like Narendra sir and me, we know and we urge you guys to follow the traditional journalism rules, that is to verify, to verify, and to verify, to put in the work, trace the original source, speak to original sources, and verify information before publishing. When we were at Google, the only case study or the only reference that we got for traditional journalism was the Panama Papers scams. I don't know if you all know about Panama case papers, but this is when journalists from all over the world came together to expose, the money laundering scam done by celebrities to politicians. This was a united effort that was put in together by journalists from various organizations, for they had come together for one cause. So this is also something that falls under traditional journalism, and to verify these days is a must. All right. So we're going to move on to our last topic, that is geolocations. This is a quick topic, and we should get done with it in no time. What does it do? These are cool mapping tools for verification. All right. So another factor which can help you determine whether a photo or a video is genuine is finding whether the location and time indicated is true or not. Knowing how to use mapping application is a crucial skill in visual verification work. Google Maps may be the king, but there are others that can prove invaluable as well. For example, China's Baidu. It does not appear to be subject to the same restriction as non-Chinese equivalent. So there's Baidu. Now, South Korea's Naver has several interesting features that may make their way into other mapping application in the near future. Now, there are many ways to correlate a video footage or photograph with maps and street level views. Carefully examining the content can reveal many clues. So here on your screen, you can see you got to look out for street layouts, look out for statues and monuments that you can look up on the maps. Architectural details are there, streets, signposts, shop fronts, license plates, you may be only limited by your imagination, so keep your imagination wide open. Now, the content that seems impossible to identify at first sight can often contain barely noticeable details that reveal crucial important information. For example, watch the video whole way through. Only tiny fleeting details could give you, one tiny fleeting details could give you info you need. Watch for camera panning, tilting, zooming, or changing of focus quickly. Also, look up for specific terms that people are talking about in the video. Like I said again, watch the video thoroughly, look for camera panning, and listen to places name if they're talking, accents and dialects. These also a good giveaway. Now, getting to street view in Google Map is simple, right? Just drag and drop the small yellow person on the bottom right to the desired location. Now we'll just go to Google Map, and I'm going to introduce you to this tiny yellow man called the Peg Man, who will help you walk through the street layouts and will give you a virtual tour of the place. Okay, so it so happened in Kenya, there was an attack, a terrorist attack in a mall. All right. Now, the police were not very familiar with the shops inside or the internal layout of the mall. They went to Google Maps. They asked Pegman for help, and the Pegman helped them walk through the entire mall, because not in India but abroad, the street layouts or the the Google Map is brilliant. People have either geo-tagged themselves in the maps, or the layouts are very beautiful. In India, it is not that great, but I'm sure it's picking up. So let's meet Pegman. All right, I'm going to explore Amity University and see if it's available with good street layouts. All right. Here on your bottom right, you can see Mr. Pegman is ready to help us. All right. I'm going to drag him and drop him. Okay, he doesn't want to go. Give me a minute. Here you go. We have entered a classroom of Amity University. Let's look for some more layouts. Oh, it's again going to the classroom. There are other layouts I checked in the morning. Oops. Right, let's see the expressway view. So these are photos that are tagged by Vishal Dutia. So we can see the expressway as well. And it is something that you can explore later when you have time. Mr. Pegman is amazing. Wait, I want to see the same layout that I had seen in the morning. I think my internet is just acting up. Okay, again, now this is a different layout. Or is it the same one? So look something similar. Okay, here we have something else. I think we have the exterior of the complex, I mean the university, I guess. Okay, this is, I think, the expressway facing view. All right, so this is how Pegman will help you explore a place. Do you think you want to work on, you have some incident has taken place, you might want to check out the place, look for clues, look for something that will help you fact check. Our sweet old yellow man will do the needful for you. So this is how Pegman works for us. All right. So like I said, you got to just hover Pegman over street level views, and those that are available will light up in blue. As you saw, Amity University was lit up. All right. So in some areas there may be no street level clues. Often, however, geotag photographs may be available. Again, which we saw, there were some geotag photos as well. All right. It's suggested that you turn off labels to get a cleaner or lesser cluttered view. This is when you have time and you explore Google Maps, you will know how to turn off the labels. All right. We have Google Earth Pro. Now, Google Earth Pro is an amazing thing that has happened to journalists. It is available as a free download and has a number of features not available in the browser-based version or in Google Maps, but you can check that out later. One feature of Google Earth is the ability to tilt the view. This will sometimes bring detailed views of topography into view, which can be compared with what is visible in the content that you have. So Google Earth gives you chance to time travel as well via this option, where you can go back in time and check out the topography of a place. So if you put in Gaza and you hit 10 years back timeline, you will see the topography has almost come to debris. There were buildings earlier, but it's come to debris. Abroad, we have journalists who are only dedicated to working on Google Earth Pro, who churn out stories based only on time travel. Feature stories they keep making. So this is a beautiful feature from Google. All right. We have Mapillary. Mapillary is not yet that much in form, but in future, yes, it could be. The pros are it currently gives the best coverage in India. Images are usually posted along with path rather than isolated shots. Cons are that it's crowdsourced, depends on public interest. You know, if you're interested, you tag or you don't tag. You know, there's no panning of images also available. Bangalore is in particularly is very well covered. There must be some local Mapillary enthusiasts definitely there. So Mapillary is a good feature to explore. All right. So Mapillary's database is constantly increasing. Some users capture imagery using cycling or on foot, taking them into locations inaccessible to Google's camera, you know, or Google's camera car that moves around to, you know, map street levels and so on and so forth. Clicking on username shows you all the images captured by that user. So I would recommend you to explore Mapillary in your free time. Then there's something with Wikimapia also. Wikimapia is again crowdsourced. It has, but it's, you know, potentially unreliable. You know, there are images that you cannot rely on. However, it tends to have large amount of detailed information. Using layers, it allows you to filter for categories such as military, based on military areas, or even religion. You know, so something to again look out for. Also, you need to remember that many places may have no street level view. So look out for features that will be distinctive when viewed from above. You need to know what you're going to look out for. How do you do that? Here's a case study. So if one map doesn't give you details, you might want to try others. For example, Google Maps doesn't work. You might want to go for Bing Maps. All right. So here's a case study. We have here people protesting around Iran, in Iran, outside a building. All right. Now we have the front side of the posterior view of this building. Now we want to map it on a map because we have the street name. Now, what is the street name? It says the protest took place on Nick Buck Street. We looked up for Nick Buck Street on Google Maps. This is what we got from Google Map. It was not satisfactory. Next, what we did, we went to Bing Maps. We typed in Nick Buck Street, and here we see the view is we're looking at building from the south side of the same street, and it is far clearer view of the building's facade. So you can see if you compare these two images of Bing Maps and the original picture, you can see that it is similar, and it can be concluded that the protest is happening on Nick Buck Street. Remember, Google Maps disappointed here. Bing Maps helped us here. All right, next, a lot of content will come with metadata specifying the location. This can be a useful lead, but can, it can be faked. So should not be taken as a confirmation. All right. This is what I was talking for, Wolfram Alpha. Checking the weather for date and location mentioned can help. For example, if a video shows snow on the ground and the relevant date had temperature of 25 degrees in that location, you know there is a problem. So weather conditions can be a useful indicator. All right. The details that you have in the image or video that you're trying to fact check and the actual conditions in the place is different. So you know there's a problem and you can fact check it accordingly. Now, if shadows are visible, all you know that the location, it is quite easy to find approximate time of the day by noting the direction in which the shadow falls. SunCalc helps make the search more accurate and estimate. Now all this happens at a very pro level, but this is something that you guys can play around with and try and fact check stories using SunCalc or even the weather Wolfram Alpha as well. This will just help you sharpen your skills of fact checking. So like I said, this is on pro level. I want to show you now a case study. All right. So let me first tell you that this kind of verification is a tiny branch of forensic investigation techniques which helps you in basic fact checking. Okay, what we learned is basic fact checking using geolocations. Let's watch this award winning video done by BBC Africa Eye, where they investigated atrocities of Cameroon government in Africa when the grisly video footage emerged, which shows two women and two children being executed at point blank range by men who appear to be Cameroonian soldiers. The Cameroon government had called it fake news. Now, using mapping tools and other techniques, let's see how BBC Africa busted the claim and exposed the culprits. I want you to listen to this video and watch it as well.
These women and children are being led to their deaths. The soldiers accuse them of belonging to the jihadist group Boko Haram. In the final scene of this video, too graphic to show here, they're blindfolded, forced to the ground, and shot at close range 22 times. One of the women still has the baby strapped to her back. The video began to circulate on July 10, 2018. Some claimed that this atrocity took place in Mali. But others said it was filmed in the far north of Cameroon, where government soldiers have been fighting Boko Haram since 2014. The government of Cameroon initially dismissed the video as fake news. A month later, they announced that 7 members of the military were under investigation. But there has still been no official admission that these killings were carried out on Cameroonian soil by government soldiers, and there is still no guarantee that anyone will be held to account. So how can we tell what really happened here? Over the next few minutes, we're going to follow these women and children on the short walk to the end of their lives, and to glean from this video the clues that tell us where this happened, when it happened, and who is responsible for this atrocity. This looks like the kind of dusty, anonymous track that could be anywhere in the Sahel. But the first 40 seconds of the film capture a mountain range with a distinctive profile. We spent hours trying to match this range to the topography of northern Cameroon. And then, in late July, we received a tip-off from a Cameroonian source. Have you looked at the area near Zelevet? Close to the town of Zelevet, we found a match for the ridgeline. It places the scene on a dirt road just outside a village called Krawamafa. A few hundred meters away is the border with Nigeria. The video also reveals other details that can be matched precisely to what we see on the satellite imagery. This track, these buildings, and these trees. Putting all this evidence together, we can say with certainty that the killings took place here. Less than a kilometer away, in Zelevet, we found this compound and identified it as a combat outpost used by the Cameroonian military in their fight against Boko Haram. We'll come back to this base later. Exactly when the killings took place is, at first sight, harder to say, but again, the video contains clues. This building is visible on satellite imagery, but only until February 2016. The murders must have happened before that date. Satellite images also capture this structure. The walls surrounding it are present in imagery dated March 2015, but had not yet been built in November 2014, giving us an earliest possible date for the atrocity. The video also reveals this footpath, a path that only appears in the hot, dry season between January and April. There are other, less obvious clues in the video. As they lead these women away, the soldiers, like moving sundials, cast shadows on the track. A simple mathematical formula tells us the angle of the sun in comparison to the horizon. We can also see what direction the light is coming from. When we add this data to our location, we can get a precise time frame for this event. The killings happened between March 20th and April 5th, 2015. We now know where this happened, and we know when it happened. But who are the men who murdered these women and children? In July, Issa Chiroma Bakary, Cameroon's Minister of Communication, insisted that the killers are not Cameroonian soldiers and presented what he claimed was irrefutable evidence from the video itself. The weapons, he said, are not those used by the Cameroonian army in this area of operation. But our analysis shows that one of these guns is a Serbian-made Zastava M21. It's rare in sub-Saharan Africa, but it is used by some divisions of the Cameroonian military. Bakary also claimed that a close examination of the video shows the soldiers wearing colourful forest-style camouflage. In the far north, he said, Cameroonian soldiers wear pale, desert-style fatigues. A closer look at the evidence reveals this. Cameroonian soldiers, seen here in a 2015 report by Channel 4 News, filmed in Zelefet, wearing darker, forest-style fatigues, similar to those seen in the video. On Facebook, we also found these pictures of other Cameroonian soldiers wearing the same type of camouflage. The images are tagged to Zelefet. Bakary also questioned why the soldiers are not wearing the standard combat gear of troops stationed in that area: heavy helmets, bulletproof vests, and rangers' boots. The answer is that the soldiers were not out on patrol. They were just a few hundred meters away from the combat outpost we saw earlier. We know that this is a military base because we matched the features visible in satellite imagery to the details in the Channel 4 News report that was shot here in 2015. In August this year, an Amnesty International investigator spoke with residents of Zelefet who had been displaced by the fighting to a nearby town. Among them was a man who said that he saw these women and children being brought into the base by Cameroonian soldiers. A short while after they were led away, he said he heard gunfire. In August, there was a sudden change in the government's position. After weeks of denying that these killings took place in Cameroon, Bakary announced that 7 members of the Cameroonian military had been arrested and were under investigation. Our analysis has identified 3 men who actually pulled the trigger. One of them is this man, introduced at the start of the film as Chocho.
Voilà le caporal chef, Chocho.
We found a Facebook profile that links the nickname Chocho to a soldier called Syriac Bitiala. A Syriac Bitiala is among the detainees named by the government. The BBC has also spoken with a former Cameroonian soldier who confirmed that this is Chocho Syriac Bitiala. At the end of the film, we see him again, blindfolding the little girl he's about to kill. A few seconds later, he draws his weapon and opens fire. Our analysis identified 2 other guns that were used in the killing. One of them was in the hands of this man. We see him here blindfolding the woman with the baby, seconds before the shooting starts. Our military source identified him as Barnabas Gonoso. Although we were not able to confirm this identification, a very similar name, Barnabas Donosu, appeared 11 days later on the government's list of soldiers who are now under investigation. The third weapon used in the killing is the Zastava M21 we saw earlier. It is in the hands of a man introduced in the video as Second Class Cobra.
Et là, on a le deuxième classe Cobra.
So who is Cobra? As the women and children are killed, Cobra is the last man still firing into the bodies. One of his colleagues calls out, "Tsanga, leave it, they're dead." When he still does not stop shooting, they call out again, "That's enough, Tsanga, that's enough." The name Tsanga also appears on the list of men under investigation, suggesting that Cobra is a nickname for Lance Corporal Tsanga. Another man named among those arrested is Etienne Fabassou. He is the platoon commander who was interviewed by Channel 4 News in 2015. As far as we can tell, he does not appear in the video. We put these findings to the government of Cameroon, who responded.
7 soldiers were arrested, disarmed. They are under investigation right now. I can confirm that all the 7 of them are in prison.
The government statement on the arrests makes clear that all these men enjoy the presumption of innocence until the investigation has been concluded, and that all of them will be given a fair trial. No due process was extended to the 2 women killed outside Zelavet, and no presumption of innocence was afforded to the children who died with them.
All right, so this is an award-winning case study done by BBC Africa Eye, which was applauded, due to the way they investigated into the matter. So you can see all the forensic techniques that involve around fact checking were very, very, very finely used in this video, as you saw. Be it use of Google Earth, be it looking into finer details, understanding the topography, using the sun calc or the shadow of the sun or the weather condition, everything put in one. And this is how they were able to expose the atrocities of the government. And with this, we conclude our training today. And I give you a list of few Indian fact-checking websites. These are non-partisan, independent, and non-profit websites that monitor and they correct conservative misinformation in the media and also address fact checks sent in by the readers. So these are bilingual also. You have Alt News, Boom Live, Vishwas News, Factly, and factcrescendo.com. All right. And international websites here as well. These are snoops.com, PolitiFact, and factcheck.org. All right. And before we leave, there's something fun that we are going to do together. I want you to go to menti.com on your browsers, www.menti.com. I'm sorry, did I not just log out? Could you see my presentation earlier? Narendra?
Earlier there was no presentation. There was only.
You couldn't see this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so these are the, I'm sorry, I didn't minimize the browser. So these are the Indian fact-checking websites. Like I said, non-partisan, independent, and non-profit websites. You guys can look up for references of these websites. These are totally self-funded, guys, and so they do a very great work, by by even taking in fact-check requests by readers. So you can follow them on their whenever you run any Google reverse image search. And these are some international fact-checking website in case you come across any news that has international reference. All right. And so before we leave, we're going to do something fun. On your browsers, I want you to log into menti.com. Okay. Go to your browser and type menti.com and enter the code, all right? And I'll tell you what to do further. All right, I think you guys are already doing it. If you could go there, enter the code name and type the tool's name you remember, or which was your favorite session, interesting case studies that you might remember, or if your trainer's name. So go ahead and whatever are your takeaways from today's training session, please put in here. We can have it as a memory of this training session. So go ahead, guys. You guys are in many numbers here. I've just gotten very few entries on your screen, as you can see. Okay, we have disbelief, fact check, reverse check. No one has put in the trainer's name. I don't know if you guys even remember my name. But anyways, whatever you guys are putting in really tells that you guys really enjoyed the session and you have some good takeaways. Fact checking, fact check, awareness, misinformation, there's disinformation. Disinformation is something that is deliberately fake. Thank you, Purnima ma'am. I can see on the screen. All right. Yandex image check, brilliant, verifying fake news, fact checking. All right, are we done here? So this is what the word cloud looks like of today's training session. Okay, we have some more entries coming in. Let the entries keep coming in. I can send you, Narendra, I'll send you this word cloud, all right? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so here we have, I'm open for questions. I'll appreciate if you guys talk and ask questions, or maybe on the chat, whatever is comfortable. And here is the bit.ly link to the feedback form. Narendra, if you've given them the feedback form link, that's great. But those who have not received it, here's a link to the feedback form that we are so eagerly looking forward to hearing from you guys. Also at the back end, your names will be registered as verification ninjas who have joined us in the fight against fake news. So please go to https://bit.ly/3u followed by small e 9 small q and l. That's where you can reach. I'm sorry, again I have to minimize this. Okay. So this is the bit.ly link. Any questions? I'll be more than happy to answer. Also, we'd love to have a photo of Narendra. I don't know if we could see the participant, the students, but whoever is on the panel, we'd love to have a photo of as well. No questions, guys? Was I that good? I'm sure I wasn't. Please ask me some questions.
Yeah, the question from my side is, what about the language content? Can you verify it on the Google?
Language as in, you mean to say regional language?
Marathi, Telugu. Yeah.
Okay, now
Telugu,
yeah,
Malayalam.
good you brought it up, Narendra. The thing is, regional fact checking is not yet that much informed, because at regional level, we don't have that many fact checkers. That's why through this initiative, we are targeting the regional audience, or we are going in the interior of the states with this training, targeting journalists there, students there, wherein we can have a firm base at regional level as well. Factcrescendo.com has Marathi fact checking, wherein the websites are there who do fact checking in Marathi. Then we have Vishwas News and Alt News and Boom Live also, who do in Hindi. But if you are talking about doing fact checking in regional language, that's possible. But then there are challenges wherein you might not get the desired search result. But if the articles are in English and you're looking for non-English stuff, there's something called Google Translate, that also comes in handy. So that just makes your search, it smoothens out, and helps you get your desired result. I hope that answers your question, Narendra.
Thank you. Yes.
How to check all right, how to check genuine and fake follows and Instagram. So Fatma, all you got to do is you got to follow the checklist I gave you when you are in doubt about an imposter account on Instagram as well. You got to check who they follow, who follows them, what kind of posting is happening on Instagram. But if the account is locked, you definitely cannot do about anything about it. You just have to report that account, and Instagram will take it forward. Those guys will also be in touch with you. They'll keep you updated about the if you've reported it as a fake or something like that. That is if the account is locked. Otherwise, you have to do is check what they're posting, check what kind of language they are using, check who they follow, who follows them, and on that basis, it's very simple to judge whether an account is genuine or fake. I hope that answers your question. We have Oval here. Can we check any video if we don't have URL? Just a video. Definitely. What you got to do is you got to save that video right on your system. WhatsApp videos are as it is saved on your system. What you can do is you can upload them on YouTube on Invid. That will break the video into frames, and you can run the reverse image search followed thereafter. But if you don't have time to run it through Invid, listen to the video, form keywords, and run a search, and you will get your desired search results. This is challenging when you get WhatsApp forwards in the form of only audio messages. I'm sure in the pandemic you all would have received audio messages from this doctor, that commissioner, this politician, telling you tips or telling you the lockdown is happening now and then, and trying to create panic. And it is very difficult to identify whether the person is actually the same person who he claims to be. What you got to do is form keywords and look up on the internet to find more details about the audio message. I can guarantee you some of the other fact-checking website would have fact-checked it. If not, it could lead you to some other credible sources. I hope that answers your question, Oval. Satyam, I learned a lot from the session. So where can I find all this information again, the topics you covered and everything? So what I'm going to do, Satyam, thank you for bringing this up. I'm going to share a resource sheet with your faculty guys here. And that resource sheet has all the topics that we covered today, plus some more miscellaneous reading stuff, and even tools, how to crop, if it is MacBook, if it is Windows, what snapping tools are there, how to archive and stuff like that. The resource sheet will be handy for you guys. So I'll be sharing that with your faculty members soon. Thank you very much that you learned a lot from this session. I'm sure all of you all did. So have you all filled in the feedback form, guys, so we can have a photo of, and you are good to go for lunch. Done? Thank you, Ritika. I would request even the faculty members to fill in the form, right? In case you have any queries filling the form, please do ask me. The time duration, I think we have crossed 2.5 hours, so you can put it as 3 hours. My name is Purnima Suryavanshi. I think few people identified in the word cloud as well. And the topics that we covered are introduction to GNI, video verification, photo verification, social audit, and geolocations. I'm not able to open the feedback form. Can you please share the link here? Okay, let me do that. Here's the feedback form link. Please, those who have not filled in, I don't want your names to be not registered in the list of verification ninjas of Google. I hope the faculty members also enjoyed the session because the tools are very interesting. We were trained for 8 days in Delhi in 2018. The first 2 days were like heavy for all of us. We were 40 journalists that were selected from all over India for the first training session. It was a boot camp. But by the time we had done the course, we actually felt like, we are some detectives, on a mission to go after crime, spreading fake news. Cannot access the feedback form again. They're not able to see the link, they say. Okay, let me give you another link, all right? Try this link, please. Okay, thank you, thank you. So yeah, can we have a photo?
Yeah. Cool.
Did you guys take during the training session as well? Some pictures? Yeah, please share it. Please share it with me.
Yeah, sure.
Nima ma'am, I would love to hear from you. How did you find the session?
It was very interesting. I spoke to some of the students and faculties also, and they were finding it extremely, interesting. It was very insightful, Purnima, that you took this initiative. We're very thankful to you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us, in this crusade. The more, the better.
You conducted it very nicely. In
Thank
fact,
you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate, and I'm so happy. I'll be sharing the word cloud. Students have really got a good hang of whatever they learned today. I can see that in the takeaways. So yeah. And I would love to thank Narendra for promptly, taking up this opportunity, getting the approval. So thank you very much, Narendra, and so good to see you.
Thanks to you, because this is something new for our students, and I'm sure now they will verify the news perfectly.
Right. The simple funda is don't forward, don't share unless you fact checked.
Yeah. that is for sure.
And take it forward to your families also. These are basic fact checking tools. There's no brainers to it, so you can share it with your elders also. They are stubborn, I know. They've recently come on WhatsApp, they've recently come on Facebook, so they are so eager to share and post stuff. So encourage them to pause, think whether they should share it or not, and that's how we are going to curb it.
In the research language, we call them as a digital immigrant.
Yeah.
We are digital immigrants, and our
True.
kids are digital natives.
So true, so true, so true. So yeah, I think we're done. I think Narendra, if you could just check if all have filled in, so that will be great, because I am not getting. I don't know at the back end how many have been received. I can just know from you guys if you all have done in good numbers.
Yes.
And I would love to visit your university in person as well. Always seen it from outside.
Sure. You can visit anytime. In
We'll
fact, you
we'll
should come here
yeah.
for the lectures.
Definitely. We'll plan something under Factshala. Google News Initiative has something called
Yeah.
Factshala. We reach out to people beyond the journalism parameters with other, media training programs, which are for actually media educators and faculty members.
That would be great.
Definitely. Definitely. So, shall we close this?
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Are you
Thank you very much.
closing the vote of thanks?
Nimaji. Yeah. Nimaji, please.
I go ahead.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So first of all, I would like to thank Ms. Purnima Suryavanshi for taking this great initiative in the war against fake news and misinformation. Thank you, Purnimaji, for coming and gracing the occasion and sparing your valuable time with all the students and faculties at Amity University and Amity School of Communication. Along with that, I would like to thank our Honorable VC Sir, Lieutenant General V.K. Sharma sir, who has very kindly given us the approval and permissions to conduct this very interesting webinar and training program. I would like to thank each and every faculty member of Amity School of Communication, and most importantly, I would like to thank Mr. Narendra Bandabe for taking this initiative, collaborating with Google and Ms. Purnima Suryavanshi, and making it possible and bringing it on the floor. So thank you everyone. Thank you Omkar. Thank you Puneet for your IT support, and everyone. Thank you students for participating in such a lively and most active manner that you have taken part, and I'm sure you have made the most of this session and webinar. And please keep the notes safely and all the instructions given to you by the experts out here, so that you can burst the whole bubble of fake news and misinformation and disinformation. So I wish all of you the very best and good luck. God bless all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I now pronounce you verification ninjas. So your nickname, if you have many, please add verification ninjas to that. All right. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.